Let's talk about The House on the Road, or Roadhouse, as they kind of joke about the title, because that's what we do with classic action movies. We remake them and make fun of them. Poke, poke, isn't the original Roadhouse a silly title? Sure. Let's talk about this crap movie with my space system. Story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. Two's the best you can get in any category. There won't be any twos tonight. But I'm going to give the storyline a 0.5. So if I give it 0, that means it's utterly garbage. If I give it 1, it's okay. If I give it a 2, it's really good. I'm giving this a 0.5, so it's not garbage. Look, this is a remake, and I'm getting tired of it. I mean, I know everyone says, oh, remakes suck. Some are okay, you get that. Oh, The Thing. And then they name like the 1 or 2 remakes, Scarface or something. They name like the 3 remakes in the history of the universe that were good. It's like, stop it. We need to stop giving this kind of stuff a pass. Here's what they're going to do. Ask yourself this before you give these movies a pass. Let's go to 1980 January. And then in January, every movie that came out in 1980, let's remake it for 2025. Just remake them all. Then February, remake those to come out in February. And then March, April, May, all of them. Just keep doing them all. And you're going to say, well, that's just silly. They're not going to do that. That's taking it too far. But you keep giving everything a pass. So would you be okay with that? As long as the movie was fun? Because I'm seeing some people saying, well, this was kind of fun and whatever. What does that mean? Does that mean the original Roadhouse wasn't fun? Oh, the original one wasn't fun, but this one is. So it's okay that it's a remake because it's fun now, right? Anyway, there's no storyline. Dalton in this one is an MMA fighter who killed the guy in a ring because he's an idiot and he's psychotic. So he's psychotic. And he's not a bouncer. So this lady doesn't have the double deuce. She has the Roadhouse. And it's supposed to be clever. See, it's the Roadhouse. And then she has a boat called The Boat. You see, this is very clever. This is clever. So she has the Roadhouse, which gets destroyed every night, then just gets replenished every night because she has unlimited furniture and unlimited supply of liquor that when all the bottles and everything get smashed, it just gets replaced. She has enough money to hire Dalton. She has enough money to get a band there, or if she's not paying the band, she has a new band every night, not just a house band. It's a new band every day. So why would bands want to play there? Is that like a great gig for them? So it's nonsense, okay? And then there's the bad guy who wants to tear down the Roadhouse because of reasons, right? Bad guy reasons. So Dalton is this MMA fighter. He's not a bouncer. So she goes to hire this other guy who's a fighter or maybe a bouncer, or he's a fighter and a pit fighter. I don't know. But he's in a pit fight, and then Dalton shows up, and then the guy's too scared of him and doesn't want to fight him. So there you go. So then she's like, oh, you don't want to, he doesn't want to fight you because he's scared. So you must be a great fighter. Why don't you come and be a bouncer? So this is nonsense. It's literally just there because the movie Roadhouse is about a bar and him cleaning it up. So if he's not a bouncer, what the hell, why are you getting this guy? What was so great about the original Roadhouse movie is that the violence did get amped up as it went along, but it started out with him just being a bouncer. And he's like, yeah, he comes in, he's like, okay, guys, here's what we're going to have to do. Somebody starts acting up, you be nice, you escort them. It's like if they start going crazy, it's when they stop being nice, it's time to not be nice, right? Whatever. So he's explaining stuff. And then he's like, hey, this guy's ripping you off. This guy's taking some money from the back. This guy's taking breaks all the time. He's like, do you want me to clean this bar up? If you do, you got to do what I say because I know the steps to take to clean this thing up. This is just him. She just hired a fighter to beat people up, a better fighter to beat up the guys that are beating everybody else up. I mean, is this a storyline? I don't know. I guess so. For the pacing, I'm going to give it a 0.5. It's 2 hours long. It's way too long for the story, the non-story that they're telling. Everything is predictable and obvious anyways. So I don't know why things take so long. There's not any big character development either. So you're just like, why is this just taking so long? Like, hurry this movie up. So I wasn't bored out of my mind, but I was pretty bored for a lot of it. I had to watch it in 2 sittings because I was just getting so bored. For the artistry, this is an interesting one. Now the artistry would include like the look of it, the kind of the fights, any kind of like if there is effects, if applicable. I actually really like the end credits a lot. The end credits were really nicely done, so kudos to them. The fights are pretty damn good. I'm close. I'm almost close to giving it 1.5. But there's some parts that are so dark in the very beginning, at least, and a couple of other times, I could not see anything. Like, I'm like, it's like a black screen. And I don't know, someone got thrown out of a window. I'm like, I don't know who that was. So I'm not giving a pass to this crap anymore. It's brutal. However, the fights are pretty good. Like, they're pretty brutal, and like especially the end fight with Conor McGregor and Jake Gyllenhaal. Great fight. It is just brutal. So that was good. But yeah, I really like the credits. I don't know, the end credits were really cool. That's it for the artistry. The music was like okay. There was some nice clean shots otherwise when it wasn't dark. So that was good. For the characters, I'm gonna give it a 1 point for the characters. Jake Gyllenhaal is an awesome actor. I really like him a lot. I've pretty much liked him in every movie that I've ever seen him in, including this one. I think he was great in this movie. He's just cool. I like his attitude, but it's not Dalton. So this movie's a bit frustrating because this movie could have just been a 90-minute kind of, action-ish movie and just have it loosely based on Roadhouse. Or you can say he's Dalton and maybe do like continue. I know there's another Roadhouse movie after, maybe just have it continue on. Like another actor plays Dalton. I guess we already got that. Like if you're going to say, well, I don't want anyone else playing Patrick Swayze. Well, you already have someone else playing him in this movie. Except they're just redoing the same storyline. Why didn't they just do a new storyline with Dalton? This has happened in other series before, right? Like we've got, what was it? Was it Patriot Games and Hunt for Red October? And what was the other? There's a few of these, and different actors can play. I think it's Jack Ryan. I haven't really seen any of those. I don't know Jack Ryan, but I think that's what it is. So why don't you just have him do a new adventure then, or whatever? Like, what is the point? So he is good, and the fights were good. Conor McGregor is like a kind of a silly character. The problem is that everyone is a silly character in this. At no point in time did I think that Jake Gyllenhaal couldn't just beat the crap out of everybody. Like everybody's really silly and goofy. Anytime something happens, there's a goofy thing that happens. It's like, ugh. They have the girl in it, the doctor. She played Ratcatcher 2 in Suicide Squad. And this might be crazy, but I kind of liked her better than the original Doctor. The original Roadhouse movie to me is a really cool movie. It's not really sacred to me the way it is to other people. I do like the movie. I've got the special edition from Vinegar Syndrome, which is like comes with a lot of great stuff. It's a great edition of the movie. It looks fantastic. And the movie is awesome. I love it, but I really could not stand that doctor lady in that first movie. I just couldn't stand her, and it kind of hurt the movie for me a little bit because I couldn't stand her. But this girl, I do like her better than the last one. Plus, she's very attractive also, so there's that. The villains are like brutal. Like, oh God. I don't know. So they suck. Enjoyment factor, I'll give it a 0.5. So I would say that if you can try to ignore that it's a remake, it's okay, I guess. Like it's like mildly amusing just for the fights. But like really guys, like this is not good. I'm giving this a 3.5 out of 10. This is this is just bad. I don't, and I know some people are going to give this a pass, but I'm challenging those people. Well, what would you not give a pass for? Like, if they keep remaking these movies, RoboCop and Total Recall and all this, and then you're giving them a pass, what don't you give a pass to? Like what is not a pass? Like what? If because I've seen a lot of stuff now for this Roadhouse movie, and everyone seems to be like, yeah, it's kind of good, it's okay. Okay, so what would have made it not okay? Like, it has nothing to do with that movie except for making fun of it, kind of pointing out the silliness of it. Actually, by making everything that happens here really silly and contrived, they're kind of making fun of that first movie, saying, well, that was also silly. So I'm not seeing it the way that people are like, well, it was fun, and I kind of, well, what was fun about it? Like, if you say this was kind of cool, it was kind of fun, you're saying the original Roadhouse wasn't cool and fun. So if someone puts a gun to your head, say, you want to watch the original Roadhouse or this one? You're going to say, well, this one because it was fun? No, you're going to say the original one. So what's the point then? This isn't like, I didn't think Ghostbusters 2 was as good as Ghostbusters 1. It's like, well, at least it's a new story and it's more with the characters. So you could say the film wasn't better, but, it still got the Ghostbusters doing cool things, right? Like, so you give that a pass. And some people are like, how could you give that a pass? It was terrible, right? It's like Temple of Doom, which I love. To me, Temple of Doom and Raiders of the Lost Ark are both equal. I kind of like Temple of Doom maybe a little bit more, but I did see it first, so there is that. But they're both equal. I like both. And some people might say, well, I didn't like Temple of Doom as much. It was too gross. Or okay, so then that's fine, right? But I don't understand where some movies don't get a pass and they're trying to be cool and do something new, but then we're giving these remakes a pass. I'm done. I'm tired of it. I was very fair to this movie. I'm reviewing it properly. I'm not going crazy and saying it's just a trash film or whatever. I'm pointing out some good things about it because it is a film that someone worked on. Jake Gyllenhaal was awesome. The credits were really nice. The fights were really good. If that's all you want, but except for the credits, all of these things, the two of the three positives I'm giving this movie are in abundance in the first Roadhouse movie. So why do you need this one? Like, why do you need this one? I don't know. So if you enjoy my space rating system, please like the video, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on Roadhouse, the remake, and the original. That's it. Until next time.